So it's going to be a very good NFL weekend. It starts tonight. Sam Darnold. I'll take the Jets, I think, over Denver. I'll watch it. I mean, the NFL's got so much power. I'm going to watch two bad teams play. I think the Jets, Darnold, probably find a way to win narrowly, but it'll be really ugly football. One of the more entertaining games this weekend is going to be Cleveland against Dallas. This is Baker Mayfield, who's been, to say the least, a huge disappointment as a number one on the biggest stage, playing in front of family and friends down in Texas. And Dak Prescott and the Cowboys, who frankly could be 0-3. They also could be 3-0, maybe 2-1. Baker Mayfield says, I am up for any kind of game we have to play. This is going to be interesting for Baker Mayfield this weekend. He's going back home. Got dozens of friends and family in the stadium who played some high school and college football. He wants to show off a little. Baker's got a little ego. Baker wants to show the world, I can go toe-to-toe with Dak. Baker, take a deep breath. We now have a clear and inarguable truth about Baker Mayfield. You can no longer argue it. The less Baker, the more they win. The Cleveland Browns are 7-1 with Baker Mayfield when they throw 26 or fewer times, and he manages the offense. Don't ask a lot from him. Let him manage it, hand it off, and make a handful of big throws. They are 8-17. They're a bad football team when they ask Baker to throw 27 or more. You can no longer argue it. That's through multiple coaches. This GM and this head coach in Cleveland are brand new and have no loyalty to Baker. And they have discovered, to their credit, very quickly, more Baker, less winning. Less Baker, more winning. He cannot carry a film. He's not a lead. He can be Christopher Walken in The Deer Hunter. He ain't De Niro. First couple of years, everybody, number one pick. I know it's discouraging. I know it's disappointing. But I don't think it is. I think what's very encouraging for Cleveland and why I think they're going to win a lot of games this year, Hollywood struggles with this. Actors in their early 20s. Can Shia LaBeouf be a lead? He does movies. What's the box office? You find out. Some actors can be leads. Some actors are good 2 and 3s. Baker's not a lead. And that's disappointing when you're a number one pick. But it's not disappointing if the new GM and the new coach can identify it and say, we can still get to the playoffs. We may not beat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. We can get to the playoffs with this, and I think they can. This is not a shootout weekend. I know your family's going to be there and your friends, your frat boys are going to be there, all the Sooner fans. I get it. This team, Cleveland, if they run it 37 times, can beat the Dallas Cowboys. If it becomes a shootout, Baker will make too many mistakes. It's no longer arguable. 7-1 when he doesn't throw much, 8-17 when he throws too much. I like Dallas in a good game, and I actually do hope Baker understands what he is, and we get a great football game because it's not a great schedule this weekend of classic matchups. It is interesting. I was talking about 10 minutes ago about how it takes about 3 weeks to figure out an NFL season. 3 to 4 weeks, and you do get a sense who's got real holes, who's got real limitations, who are the better coaches. It takes about 3 years, usually, to discover what quarterbacks are. It's not a 3-week thing. It's off seasons and it's OTAs. It is funny to go back and look at the 2018 quarterback draft, and everybody's kind of becoming what we thought. So Baker goes first. We kind of know what he is. He needs a running game. He gets very erratic when he's pressured. He makes too many mistakes. He's got a nice arm, but he is not a number one pick. He is more game manager. As I said, he's closer to Case Keenum than he is Tom Brady. I think that is incredibly fair to say. I think the Cleveland GM and staff has figured it out, and that is what he is now. What you're seeing last week is him at his best. I think Sam Darnold is mistake-prone, super athletic, but the concerns are legitimate. He was mistake-prone and a little wild at USC. Nobody thought he had great coaching at USC or with the Jets. The jury is still out if he's a bust or he's a franchise guy. We know he's talented, but he's going to need an elevation of coaching to survive. Forget flourish, to survive for another 4 or 5 years as a franchise quarterback in this league. That's very fair. There's Josh Allen. he's officially a hit. Big arm, big athlete, clearly very coachable, massive upside, leading, trailing. He looks like a baby Ben. That's what he looks like to me. The jury's out. They got him a deep ball receiver. Now, again, he's had a very good coaching staff, but they're not going anywhere, and either is he. He is a hit. He has been an absolute hit. He's gotten rid of his erratic play. They got him a deep ball receiver, which was kind of a weakness. We now know he's a hit. Let's go to the next quarterback in the 2018 class. That would be Lamar Jackson. He is also a hit. Now, there is a concern with Lamar Jackson that he plays better ahead than behind. The way Baltimore plays him, they feel better as a runner who throws than a thrower who runs. But he's absolutely a hit as well. And we know Josh Rosen is just not dynamic enough to overcome average coaches, average rosters. The league is changing. He's a classic pocket quarterback and not dynamic enough. That's the advantage Darnold's always had over Rosen. We got questions on Darnold, but he can make plays on bad teams. He does give you these glimpses in New York, and you'll see Darnold tonight. He'll make 2 plays tonight, and you're like, oh, my God. Daniel Jones doesn't give them to you. Like, Darnold will give you 2 plays tonight, and you'll be like, okay, there's a little Deshaun Watson in him. The question is is he too erratic, and is he just too mistake prone? Because he doesn't have a great arm. He's got a good arm. It's not special. But it takes about 3 weeks to figure out the NFL. It takes about 3 years to figure out your quarterback, and I think the 2018 class, they're all kind of defined now. We got a kid that didn't make it. We have 2 stars, and we have 2 guys that need help, either O-line coach or running game, to really be franchise quarterbacks. It's been decided. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.